Yo, what's going on guys, it's Armegon and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Finalmouse Ultralight 2, also known as the Cape Town. The Finalmouse Ultralight 2 is a mouse that came out about 2 years ago, and has widely been regarded as one of the best mice across all games. But with the recent introduction of the Starlight 12 into the market, people seem to have forgotten about this mouse and it's just kind of faded into oblivion. So today I'll be reviewing the mouse 2 years after it came out, and to see if it still holds up by today's standards. Spoiler, it's still an amazing mouse. Also, the last time I did a review video, I said this. Oh my god, it's been so long since my last mouse review video. Last time I did one of these, EDP was not a pedophile. Not 48 hours later, Avery got exposed as a pedo, so I'm crossing my fingers that this time after posting this video, no one gets exposed as a pedo. Alright, so starting off with the size and shape, this is a very small mouse. It's 50 grams, which is one of the lightest mice on the market even by today's standards. The size is definitely below average, which is something that I can sadly relate to. It is very similar to the Viper Mini in size and shape, except that the hump is a little bit smaller. The hump is located in the middle of the mouse and the buttons do jut out outwards. The Cape Town does also have the standard honeycomb design that Finalmouse introduced to mice. Not glorious, by the way. When you're using the mouse, you can feel the holes, but it's not something you will notice too much, really. And if anything, I think it helps with the grip a little bit. Side buttons are pretty big, but unless your hands are the size of the Black King's ego, I don't think you're going to be triggering them accidentally anytime soon. So don't worry about that. The mouse can glide very well, and this is with stock feet. The skates on the mouse are actually pretty good, and that's something that caught me by surprise. So I would still recommend getting Tiger skates or core pads because those are still better than stock feet. The cable on this mouse is pretty average, so I would paracord this if I wasn't so damn lazy. Scrolling is fine, though mine is a little bit of creaking. This mouse does not have a software, so the only way to change the DPI is using the button here. And there are only 4 stages, 400, 800, 1600, and 3200. So if you're someone who uses a weird DPI amount, like 2405, you're gonna have to get used to the new sensitivity on this mouse. The build quality on the mouse is fantastic as well. The only thing is, if you squeeze the sides hard enough, you can activate the side buttons, but unless you have super strength, you're not gonna activate them in-game on accident. For the rest of the mouse, there is minimal creaking and flexing. When it comes to the clicks of this mouse, I absolutely freaking love it. Friends of mine will know that I freaking love the G Pro Wireless, and that's because these clicks are so light that it feels like you're auto-clicking. The same thing can actually be said about this mouse. One of the key selling points of this mouse when it came out was Finalmouse bragging about how light and fast the clicks are. And they said that these were the fastest clicks they've ever had, and I have to agree with that. These are amazing clicks. While you can double click on this mouse, it doesn't exactly have a debounce timer because there is no software on it. While you can hit 20 on this by butterflying, it's not as easy as on mice like the Hati M or Hati S or the MM710. Coming up is a sound test as well as a CPS test to show you guys the average CPS I get on this mouse. Keep in mind that the CPS shown on screen is not the limit of the mouse but rather the average. One thing this mouse does come with is this thing called an infinity skin. Not named after Thanos, just saying. It's kind of like grip tape that you put everywhere except the mouse buttons to like increase the width. There are 3 different thicknesses. I'm not sure what they are, I forget. It's like 0.2, 0.4, and 1 cm or some shit like that. If you're worried about the mouse being too small, you can technically increase the size of the mouse using this, which is what it's intended for, but I just think it's stupid. It's absolutely no secret that I freaking love this mouse, bro. First of all, the stock feet are amazing, and like I mentioned just now, the clicks feel excellent too. I think the main thing that captivates me is definitely the feel and weight of the mouse. This mouse is 50 grams, which is one of the lightest mice out there. In fact, that's what Finalmouse is known for. They're known for making each iteration of their mouse lighter and lighter and lighter every single time. In fact, the Starlight 12 is only 40 grams. I know you don't really need like a super light mouse to play Minecraft, but it's hard to explain the feeling of side-scrolling or flicking onto someone in Minecraft with like a 50 gram mouse compared to the G Pro Wireless, which is 80 grams. On top of that, I find that I have a lot more stamina when I'm using this mouse compared to like the Death Adder or something, because I play for like 5, 6, 7 hours a day and then some. So having a super light mouse there definitely helps so much. I have to say though, there are 2 downsides to this mouse that I will get into right now. First of all, it looks like absolute dog shit. The color they used was like the worst shade of orange they could have gone for. Like, I'm pretty sure what happened was like Final Boy just went to the toilet, took a shit, looked inside, took a picture, and color picked his crap or some shit. Because The colors look absolutely horrid. 90% of the time you're not looking at your mouse anyways, so I don't think it matters that much that it doesn't look that good, because it definitely feels amazing. The second con this mouse has is it's a Finalmouse. These mice sell out within 10 seconds. Every single Finalmouse product that exists or will exist is always low on stock and is extremely hard to find for a good price. I was lucky enough to get mine at $100, which is $20 cheaper than the actual retail price. When it comes to Finalmouse products, there is a trend of people selling the mice for insanely high prices. When it comes to this mouse, availability is a huge problem, but if you can get one at below $130, $140, I would highly recommend this mouse. If not, I would just get a Superlight, because it's wireless and can do everything this mouse can do anyways. The other con that this mouse has, being a Finalmouse product, is that the build quality of the mouse differs from copy to copy. But because this mouse is 2 years old by now, as long as you're getting a mid or lightly used copy, I think it should be fine, and quality control shouldn't be a thing that you have to worry about, though I have to recommend doing only meetups if you're going to be getting this mouse. Check the product first, make sure the clicks and everything work as they said. But yeah, that's about it. Only thing I would change about this mouse is the color scheme and the cable. Cable is subpar, but it still does the job, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. But if you have the money and time to, I will paracord it. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope I've shown a bit of light on a mouse that's kind of fallen to oblivion recently. Also, a bit of a fun fact, Rizuri, who's a person who a lot of people consider best in Singapore aside from myself, mains this mouse. This is actually his favorite mouse, and if I'm not wrong, this is the only mouse in S tier on his tier list. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that two of the top players in Singapore use this mouse, myself and Rizuri. On the topic of tier list, if you're shopping for a mouse right now and don't really have a limit on your budget, I'll link my tier list down below so that you can look at the mice that I feel are best for PvP and worst for PvP. But yeah, aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.